Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Brandi Glanville reveals horrific burns after trying to purge Parasite from her body. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has severe burns after her attempt to remove what she believes is a facial parasite from her body. Brandi Glanville has revealed her horrific burns after trying to purge Parasite from her body. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star has been battling health issues after she discovered what she believes is a facial parasite living in her body. The 52-year-old said she'd been suffering with a mystery illness for 2 years, which she first noticed when she saw fluid under the skin on her face. The fluid then started to swell, with the star being left unable to talk or eat, and she was rushed to hospital where she was diagnosed with angioedema, a condition which causes parts of the body to swell, often because of an allergic reaction. However, following this diagnosis, Brandi started to believe her symptoms were caused by a parasite, so she has been trying certain treatments to remove the alleged organism. Posting on TikTok, the reality star showed off her facial chemical burns, which she said were the result of her attempting to rid her body of the parasite. She has now called the parasite Caroline and said she burnt herself using hair removal cream, and claimed she'd done it because she realized it at Caroline off. In the video, which now has over 720,000 views, Brandi joked to fans, "I know I look attractive. Good news. You don't have to spend a lot of money on peels and lasers anymore." She continued by saying she had used the hair removal cream on the bottom half of her face and then exfoliated the skin in an attempt to upset the parasite. "It is the fountain of youth. But I overdid it," Brandi said. Following her health struggles, it has been reported that Brandi was prescribed intravenous antibiotics as well as antifungal medication, which apparently seemed to help her symptoms, but she claimed she couldn't afford to continue taking them. Numerous TikTok users responded to the video showing their concern. One person wrote, "If this isn't screaming for help, I don't know what is," and another commented, "I pray you recover, because I can't even imagine what you are going through, but remember, young people follow you." Brandi Glanville, the outspoken and unapologetic alum of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, is no stranger to making headlines, but her latest revelation left fans stunned, horrified, and deeply concerned. In a raw and emotionally charged Instagram post, the 51-year-old reality star peeled back the curtain on a terrifying health ordeal that began, as she put it, with the best of intentions and the worst possible outcome. According to Brandi, the nightmare started when she began experiencing persistent digestive discomfort, fatigue, and what she described as an unshakable feeling that something inside her wasn't right. After months of speculation, late-night Google searches, and whispered conversations with friends who swore by holistic remedies, she became convinced she was battling a parasite. "I know it sounds crazy," she admitted in her post, "but when you're desperate to feel better, you'll try almost anything. I was exhausted, bloated, and constantly nauseous. The doctors ran tests, but nothing definitive came back. I couldn't stand living like that anymore." That's when Brandi says she was introduced to an extreme at-home detox method by someone in her inner circle. The unnamed friend assured her it would purge any parasites from her body, leaving her feeling light, energetic, and cleansed. It was supposed to be a simple herbal mixture combined with a topical application to draw out toxins. What Brandi didn't know at the time was that the topical component contained highly caustic ingredients not meant for prolonged skin contact. Within hours of applying the paste to her abdomen, Brandi began feeling a searing, burning sensation. Initially, she thought it was part of the process, a sign, she was told, that the toxins were leaving, but the pain only intensified. "I remember sitting on the floor, clutching my stomach, and feeling like my skin was on fire from the inside out," she recounted. "By the time I finally looked under the wrap, the skin was blistered and angry red. It was like something had chewed through me." Brandi rushed to an urgent care clinic, where doctors were horrified by the chemical burns covering much of her lower abdomen and sides. She was diagnosed with second-degree burns, some deep enough to require debridement. The reality star described the aftermath as pure agony, daily wound cleanings, antibiotic ointments, and the constant fear of infection. "The smell, the pain, the way my skin stuck to the bandages, it was worse than childbirth, worse than any surgery I've had," she said, And the worst part? I didn't even know if I'd done permanent damage. Photographs she shared online, with a warning for graphic content, showed large swaths of raw, healing skin, dark scabs, and angry scar tissue forming along her sides. Fans flooded her comments with shock, sympathy, and even a few scoldings, warning against unregulated alternative treatments. Brandi's message, however, was one of hard-earned wisdom. "I know I've made my fair share of impulsive decisions, but this was different," she wrote. "This was me genuinely trying to get better, and it nearly destroyed me." We live in a time when wellness culture is everywhere, and it's so easy to believe that a natural remedy is always safe. I'm living proof that's not true. She also addressed the psychological toll of the ordeal, revealing that she had been deeply self-conscious about her body since the incident. "I'm not gonna lie. I cried every single day for weeks. I've been in this industry long enough to know how much looks matter, and here I was with burns that made me feel like a monster. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror without feeling sick." Still, Brandi's candor and unfiltered storytelling resonated with her followers, many of whom praised her for using her platform to highlight the dangers of unverified health trends. "You're saving lives by speaking out," one fan commented. "This could have happened to any of us who get desperate for answers." In the weeks since, Brandi has leaned heavily on her support system, her sons, Mason and Jake, her close friends, and even former castmates from her Housewives days. She's also been working closely with dermatologists and burn specialists, undergoing laser treatments to minimize the scarring. "I know I'll never have the same skin I had before," she acknowledged, "but I'm learning to see the scars as a reminder. I survived. I came out of this stronger and a little wiser. And if I can stop even one person from making the same mistake, then maybe it's worth it." Brandi's ordeal has also reignited conversations about the lack of regulation in the wellness industry, where influencers and self-proclaimed health gurus can promote untested treatments without oversight. Her followers began sharing their own horror stories, from severe allergic reactions to detox teas to chemical burns from DIY skincare recipes. Despite the trauma, Brandi has retained her signature sharp wit, even poking fun at herself in recent posts. "When I said I wanted to burn the toxicity out of my life, this is not what I meant," she quipped in one caption. But she quickly followed it with a serious note. Please do your research. Talk to a real doctor. Don't let desperation make you reckless." As for the mysterious parasite she was trying to purge, Brandi says doctors have since concluded that her symptoms were likely due to a combination of stress, poor gut health, and hormonal changes, not a parasite at all. "All that pain, all that scaring, and the thing I was fighting wasn't even real," she sighed. "That's the cruelest part." Brandi now plans to use her platform to advocate for safer wellness practices, promising to partner with medical professionals to share verified health information. "I've been the cautionary tale, and I own that," she said, "but now I want to be part of the solution." For fans who've followed her roller coaster journey over the years, from reality TV feuds to public breakups, this chapter is perhaps her most sobering yet. It's a stark reminder that even those who seem fearless can find themselves vulnerable when it comes to their health. And while Brandi's road to recovery is far from over, she's determined to turn the scars into a story of resilience. "Life's going to leave marks on you, one way or another," she wrote in her latest update. "You can let them break you, or you can wear them like armor. I choose armor."